Yo, what's going on, everybody? GZTV back with another one. In today's video, obviously, I missed Sunday because of Easter. I was hanging out with my family. I decided to take a day off, which means I don't know what I'm going to give you guys my next Lollapalooza album review, but I've been listening to Green Day, so that's probably going to be the next album. But yeah, NBA, man. I mean, this weekend was a blast. There were 8 amazing games over 2 days. They were all on local channels. Y'all don't have to worry about using League Pass anymore. We're playoffs. We're playoff bound, baby. It's time. And obviously, you guys see this jersey. You know, I got a lot to say about this game. I had a lot of fun watching that on Easter. What an Easter present. You know, it was fantastic. So, yeah. Let's just get into the games. Obviously, the Celtics played on Easter Sunday, but first we're going to talk about the Saturday games. This might be a pretty long video. We will have to see. Jazz and Mavericks is going to start us off. With Luka being out, the Mavericks played really damn good. They lost by 6. You know, Donovan Mitchell and the Jazz win the opener by 6 as the Mavs play without Doncic. If Doncic comes back late in the series, we could definitely see a comeback on the Mavs part. I think they play tonight, actually. Luka needs to get back, like, pretty damn soon. Like, maybe game 3. If Luka doesn't come back by game 3, I think this series is over and the Jazz are going to have an easy first-round win. But that's bad for the Jazz, to be honest. I mean, they're going to have to play an even more difficult team in the second round. And you're already not even playing a star player in the first round. Jazz have a bunch of fraud playoff series wins. I've never really liked the Jazz. I definitely want the Mavericks to win this series, ideally. I don't know who I had winning it originally. I might have actually had the Mavericks, but now Luka's hurt, so that kind of busted my bracket, if you will. Looking at the Jazz, you know, good game. I mean, they played a good game. It's just they shouldn't have let the Mavericks do this to them. I mean, 26 points for Bogdanovich, 32 for Donovan Mitchell. I mean, great game on their part. I mean, the Mavericks, though. I mean, you had Spencer Dinwiddie putting up 22, Jalen Brunson putting up 24. Despite Luka being missing from that guard position, you still have their guards stepping up. Obviously, Dwight Powell didn't have the best game, putting up 4 points. But this is a damn good team, I think, even without Luka. They just play well together. They play good defense. They move the ball around. They have chemistry. Most of the guys have been on the team for a while. So, yeah. I don't know. Timberwolves Grizzlies is what we're going to be reviewing next. Looking over that, I watched this game. It was pretty awesome. Some say it's an upset, but I don't know. We will have to see. I mean, it just depends how the series goes. You know, Timberwolves stunned the Grizzlies. They grabbed game 1 with a 13-point win. All healthy Memphis Grizzlies, by the way. The team that won like 20 of their last 25 games, damn near. This is the same team. I mean, they have Ja now. Does Ja mess up their flow? Absolutely not. People were questioning whether he does or not, but I mean, if you look at the game he played, it's pretty hard to say that about the dude. But, I mean, looking at the Timberwolves, because, man, credit to the Timberwolves. They played fantastic. 36 points by Anthony Edwards in a playoff debut. Another one of those great playoff debut games. He's got a great career trajectory ahead of him. And as long as, him and Cat and someone else put up 20 to 25 points a game, they could definitely be in a lot of these games. They won this one, but 36 for Anthony Edwards, 29 and 13 for Karl Anthony Towns. And Malik Beasley adding his own off the bench. That was probably the X factor. I mean, 23 points for him off the bench. I mean, yeah, fantastic play there for Malik Beasley. He was making a lot of clutch shots, big-time shots. Looking at the Grizzlies, you know, Dylan Brooks put up 24 points. Ja Morant put up 32. And off the bench, Brandon Clark had a pretty solid stat line of 13 and 12. Steven Adams went scoreless in this game. Some of these big men need to learn how to score, because with Cat on the other end, you got to be able to combat him a little bit better. But, yeah, I don't know. Steven Adams needs to be a better scorer, which it's kind of hard because he doesn't have the skill set to be one, but got to figure something out when you're in the NBA. Raptors and Sixers is the next game. The Raptors never saw the light of day in this one. It was just destruction. Tyrese Maxey breaks out for 38 points. Sixers beat the Raptors in game 1. I mean, are we serious? Tyrese Maxey, his first playoff start, and he comes out here and puts up 38. He is most improved. I mean, they showed the award guys. Maybe I'll do my NBA awards sometime soon, maybe like Wednesday or something of this week, because NBA is starting to get their lists out. But, my goodness. He's most improved out of the guys the NBA listed. They're definitely missing some guys, but wow. Looking at the box score, though, I mean, looking at the Raptors side, Pascal Siakam put up 24, OG Anunoby put up 20, Scotty Barnes put up 15 and 15. I mean, Gary Trent definitely needs to pick up the slack. He didn't play all that much, but he shot 2 for 11 from the field, 2 for 7 from 3, and 9 points. So if they want to win some games in this series, I definitely think that Gary Trent needs to pick his game up. I mean, if we look at the Sixers side, they played a hell of a game, though. It's hard to win a game like this when you have Tobias Harris putting up 26, Joel Embiid putting up 19 and 15, Tyrese Maxey 38 again, like amazing game for the rising star there, and 22 and 14 for Harden. Like, let's not act like the Sixers didn't kill it in that game one. That's one of the best games they could have played. They had 4 guys have great performances. So, yeah. Let's move on to the Golden State Warriors and the Nuggets. Man, I love these young guys putting on a show, and this is another example of that. Jordan Poole shines in his playoff debut. Steph Curry back as the Warriors win. Steph Curry, with Jordan Poole being a most improved player candidate, in my opinion, Steph Curry doesn't need to play all that much. As a matter of fact, he came off the bench this game. I think. Yeah, he only played 22 minutes. I mean, that's less than every single starter except Looney, which Looney doesn't play a lot because they have Kuminga, they have Bielita on the bench, stuff like that. But looking at the box score here at the Nuggets here, Will Barton put up 24. I was quite impressed by that. Jokic put up 25 and 10. Jeff Green kind of struggled in this one. He only put up 7 points in 23 minutes. Maybe he needs to improve down the stretch. But, let's just look at the Warriors. Let's just focus on the Warriors because Jordan Poole literally carried 30 points. I mean, no one else really played that well, but Jordan Poole's 30 points is enough to get the victory. That should be a pretty solid series. I think the Warriors are going to win it. Matter of fact, I have the Warriors going to the conference championship, so Nets and Celtics. Best game of the playoffs so far. I'm not even being biased. It literally is the best playoff game so far. Jason Tatum, layup at the buzzer. Kyrie, come here. You flip off my Celtics fans. I'm going to take it personal, hit you with the spinneroonie, lay it up for the win. Jason Tatum's layup at the buzzer gives the Celtics a 1-point win over the Nets. This is going to be quite the series. Ben Simmons coming back might change a lot of things. He's hoping to come back later in the series, which I thought was kind of interesting. But looking at the Nets here, KD and Kyrie did their jobs, I think. KD put up 23. He didn't shoot the best, but come on. Al Horford, Tatum, Jaylen Brown, all those guys were putting up an amazing fight against Kevin Durant. You can't really put that all on him. 23 for KD, 39 for Kyrie. And the guy that said they're just going to attack the paint the whole game, Bruce Brown, guess what? You put up 5 points, 2 assists, and a rebound in 37 minutes. So I don't know who is talking. You shot 3 shots the whole game. You were not attacking the paint. Okay? So, never say shit again. KD didn't like the comments. The Celtics took it personal, and they took game 1. So, just looking at the Celtics here. Wow, what a game by the Celtics. Oh my goodness. This is one of the best games we could have played. 31 for Jason Tatum. 20 and 15 for Al Horford. 20 for Marcus Smart. 23 for Jaylen Brown. I mean, are you kidding me? 4 guys put up 20-plus points. That's nuts. Al Horford played his ass off. I am so proud of Al Horford for how he played. For his age, I mean, him coming out and playing a game like this, wow, I'm proud of the dude. Like, he deserves all the praise in the locker room. Although Tatum hit the buzzer beater shot, you could argue that Al Horford was the MVP of this game. I mean, 15 rebounds? Come on, man. At that like, age in your career, at that athletic condition, I mean, come on now. Hawks and Heat, terrible game, I'm going to be honest. It was really boring. This is one of those blowout games. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Duncan Robinson makes 8 threes. The Heat topped the Hawks by 24 in game 1. I mean, look, man, I don't know. They played like shit. This is one of the... This has got to be the worst playoff performance by any team here so far. The team played terrible. I mean, Okongwu can't score that much in 21 minutes. He put up 3 points. Trae Young had a bad shooting night. I mean, come on, they need Capella out there. That just shows you how much they need Capella. I don't know. Looking at the Heat, though, they're the celebratory team. 27 for Duncan Robinson. 24 of his points were three-pointers. Another field goal, got a layup. Dude is a machine. 27 points for Duncan, 21 for Jimmy Butler. Great game by this basketball team. I'm impressed. I really, really, really like this Heat team after this game. Duncan Robinson, I mean, he actually went 9 for 10 from the field, 8 for 9 from 3. He shot 90% from the field. That's the best scoring performance we've seen so far. Kyrie might be out there. That's the best scoring performance, like consistency-wise. Bulls and Bucks. Man, I thought the Bulls had this game won. But, I mean, the Bucks bounced back after blowing a big lead to beat the Bulls. They beat them by 7. The Bulls have the effort to win games. They just were missing a lot of shots. I mean, the Bulls weren't even close to being expected to possibly even win a game this series. I think this game will go to 5 or 6 games, especially after this showing. I don't think they just shot bad. I don't think they played horrible. I mean, Vucevic put up 24 and 17. Zach LaVine put up 18 and 10. I mean, Patrick Williams definitely needs to step his game up if they want to win some more games, especially if you're a starter there. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It's not a team that you really expected to win this series, any games in the series anyways, but 27 and 16 from an MVP candidate, Giannis, and 10 and 12 for Bobby Portis is all they need to seal the deal. Yeah, I mean, that's going to do it for that game. Let's move on to Pelicans Suns, the last game of the weekend. Not really. It was an alright game. I mean, the Pelicans didn't play too bad for what position they were at. I mean, the Suns had 28 more wins than the Pelicans had. Classic Chris, they call him, stellar down the stretch. The Suns beat the Pelicans by 11. So it was still a good game, I think. Like, Valanciunas fucking annihilated DeAndre Ayton on the board. She put up 18 points, 25 rebounds, 25 points for CJ McCollum, but I just think that Jackson Hayes definitely needs to step his game up a little bit better. I think Jackson Hayes definitely needs to play a little better basketball, but we'll see how everything goes in the next coming games. But, I mean, look at the Suns team. You got 21 for DeAndre Ayton, 30 and 10 for Chris Paul, 25 for Devin Booker. How, as one of the worst teams in the playoffs, are you going to be one of the best teams in the playoffs when one of the best teams in the playoffs is putting that up? So, anyways, that's going to do it for the video. I hope